You know, a lot of guys have this idea that if women aren't walking up to them and making the first move, then they must not be interested. But the truth is, the real signs of attraction, they're way more subtle than that. They're these unspoken signals that are so easy to miss if you don't know what you're looking for. So I gotta ask you, are you sure you're picking up on the cues? Or is it possible that some of the biggest signs that you're an attractive guy are just flying right under your radar? And that's the central myth we're gonna bust today. This whole idea that a lack of obvious attention means a lack of interest, it's probably one of the biggest misunderstandings out there. The signals are happening, believe me, they are, just not in the way you've been taught to expect. All right, let's dive right in. We're gonna start with the first and most direct category. These are the one-on-one signals. The subtle little cues that happen right in front of your face, but are so often misinterpreted or just missed completely. Okay, this one is a classic for a reason, but the secret is all in the timing. We're not talking about just some random glance across the room. No, this is eye contact that's held for just a split second longer than normal. It's totally deliberate. It's like a subtle little test to see if you're paying attention. Let's play this out in a classic scenario. We'll call it the coffee shop test. So you walk in, you scan the room, and boom, you catch her looking. She holds your gaze for just a moment, long enough for you to really notice it, and then she looks away, maybe down at her coffee. But here's the kicker, the part that matters. A few moments later, she sneaks another look. That second glance, that's the confirmation. She wanted you to see her. Okay, so once that little eye contact signal is out there, you might start noticing this next thing. It's like an attractive guy has his own kind of gravitational pull. If you notice that women are constantly just positioning themselves in your orbit, like standing near you at a party or joining a conversation you're already in, trust me, it's not a coincidence. It's a really low-risk way for her to get on your radar. Now, let's get into a little bit of psychology here, because this is fascinating. It's a phenomenon called mirroring, and it is one of the most powerful and totally unconscious signs of attraction you'll ever see. When someone feels a real connection with you, they will literally start to mimic your posture and your gestures. They're syncing up with your energy without even knowing they're doing it. And this breaks it down perfectly. So picture this. You're at a bar, you lean against it with one elbow. A few moments later, you just happen to notice she's done the exact same thing. Then you take a sip of your drink, and a second later, she picks hers up too. On a level she's not even aware of, she is completely locked in on you. Okay, now let's zoom out. Because attraction isn't just a one-on-one thing. Your presence, your energy, can literally change the entire social dynamic of a room. Let's get into how that works. Now, staring might not be exactly the right word here. It's more like you're a focal point. When you walk into a room, you'll feel it. Eyes kind of shift your way. You'll catch women sneaking these quick little looks and then immediately glancing away as soon as they realize you saw them. It's their way of noticing you, of acknowledging your presence, without being super obvious about it. This next sign is so interesting because it has nothing to do with how women react to you. It's about how other men do. See, men are often the first to recognize social value and status in each other. They instinctively pick up on attractiveness and confidence, and their reaction is going to fall into one of two buckets. They'll either see you as a leader they want to align with, or a competitor they need to challenge. So you really got to pay attention to which one you're getting. Respect? Well, that looks like them listening when you talk. They might even start copying your style, or they'll ask for your opinion on things. Competition, on the other hand, that looks like them trying to one-up you, making little passive-aggressive comments, or maybe even freezing you out in a group conversation. But here's the key takeaway. Both of those reactions are a direct response to your perceived high status. So we've covered all the external signals you might be getting. Now, let's turn the focus inward. Because true magnetic attractiveness isn't just about how other people see you. It's all about the energy, the vibe you project from within. And this has nothing to do with being the loudest guy in the room. It's about presence. When an attractive, confident man speaks, his words just seem to carry more weight. You'll notice it. People lean in, the little side conversations die down, and all eyes are on you. Your energy itself commands attention. So, what's the deal here? What's the psychological reason for this? Why do people just instinctively give more importance to what an attractive person has to say? Well, it boils down to this really powerful mental shortcut called the halo effect. See, our brains are wired to be efficient. So when we see someone who is physically attractive, we subconsciously just assume they must also be smart and confident and a good leader. Looking important literally makes people believe you are important. Oh man, this one is a huge indicator. When a woman has already processed the fact that you're a good-looking guy, she starts looking deeper. She starts commenting on what's behind the looks. So you'll start hearing things like, "You have a really confident vibe," or "You're so easy to talk to," or my favorite, "There's just something about you." These compliments aren't about your face anymore. They're about your energy. You know, a man who is used to being wanted by women just carries himself differently. There's this calm confidence, a total lack of desperation. He expects attention. He doesn't just hope for it. And people, especially women, have like a sixth sense for this kind of energy. They pick up on it instantly. And this quote just nails it. It's the whole concept of social proof. It's a fundamental driver of human desire. So when a woman says something like, "I bet you say that to all the girls," she's not actually accusing you of anything. It's a subconscious test. She's basically saying, you come across as a guy who is already wanted by other women, which, funnily enough, just makes you even more attractive to her. So what's the point of all this? What do we do with this information? Well, recognizing the signs is just the first step. The real power comes from what you do next. It's about actually internalizing this and owning it. Look, if there is one single thing you take away from all this, please let it be this. This stuff goes so much deeper than having a symmetrical face or being in great shape. Yeah, those things help, but they are not the source of real magnetic attraction. It's the calm confidence, it's the self-respect, it's the presence you bring when you walk into a room. Every single sign we've talked about today is just an external reflection of that internal state. That's what people are really responding to. So from now on, I want you to stop second-guessing yourself. Just start paying attention. Notice these subtle cues in your daily life. Chances are, they've been there the whole time. You just needed to learn the language. And that's really the final thought here. Recognizing these signs isn't about building up an ego. It's about recalibrating how you see yourself. It's about shifting from a mindset of hoping for validation to one of knowing your own value. Because that quiet internal confidence, that's the real source of attraction.